You know, I thought we all agreed on something after the Orlando bubble, but I guess some people already forgot. We said that LeBron James is the best player until someone beats him in a fair fight. Well, that didn't happen, but LeBron didn't get one vote for best player when ESPN asked 10 scouts and executives. Wait, those guys are pretty smart, so maybe they're right? Half of them said that Giannis is the best player alive, the other half said Kevin Durant. Well, this video explains why they disrespected LeBron and who the actual best player is for this coming season. Yo, it's Casey, this is AM Hoops. Hit subscribe for 5 videos per week, even in the off season. It's the time of year where like crazy articles get dropped by ESPN talking about who the best player is, or NBA 2K drops their ratings, and naturally, someone is going to feel disrespected. This time it was LeBron. Now, I get why people picked Giannis, okay? He's the reigning champ and finals MVP. The people who picked Kevin Durant clearly did that because he was a beast in the playoffs, looked like himself after the injury, and he led Team USA to Olympic gold. LeBron was at home watching all that on TV like the rest of us. But just because Giannis has the actual trophies does not make him the best player next season. That completely ignores the context, the injuries, the luck that the Bucks had. So actually, it's a two-man race in my mind between LeBron James and Kevin Durant. LeBron and KD don't have the offensive holes in their game that Giannis does. I get that Giannis is the best two-way player that we have in the game, but it's not like LeBron and KD don't play defense. They're just not winning Defensive Player of the Year. We saw the NBA lean even heavier into offense anyway last season, and that's what LeBron and KD do best. Giannis has holes in his offensive game that make it impossible to call him the best. Obviously, his shooting is suspect. His free throw line shooting is horrendous despite what he did in that closeout game of the finals. But that is an Achilles heel in a close big game. Giannis needs a very specific kind of team built around him to succeed. LeBron and KD do not. Durant would work on any team. Drop him in, even on the 73 Warriors, and he is the man. He makes everything work. Drop LeBron in, and he makes everyone work better. He is the most versatile player in the NBA. LeBron has played serious minutes at every single position in his career. Giannis definitely can't say that. Obviously, the Bucks wouldn't have made the finals if Durant's foot was 2 inches back behind the three-point line in Game 7. That's without Harden and Kyrie. How can people just ignore that luck? Literally, if KD hits a 3 instead of a 2, Mike Budenholzer is fired, KD probably wins another chip, and Chris Middleton is traded. Most importantly, no one is considering Giannis the best. In fact, most people would call him a fraud if KD's foot was just 2 inches back and the Nets win that game. So that's Giannis. Now, the other half of those execs picked Durant because he dominated in the Olympics after looking like himself post-Achilles tear. He is the best offensive player in the league for sure. A 7-footer with point guard skills and a lethal shot, unstoppable. So how does LeBron even compare? I mean, how did he even play last season? As good as he's ever been before he sprained his ankle. This made me go,
Things that make you go,
LeBron was averaging about 26 points, 8 boards, 8 assists a game on 51% from the field when Solomon Hill ruined his season. Let's compare that to, I don't know, his first MVP season when he was 24 years old. About 28 points, 8 boards, 7 assists on 49% from the field. Pretty much the same guy. But the reason those execs didn't vote for LeBron is what happened in the playoffs. He had decent box score numbers, but his efficiency was off. Combine that with subpar defense from LeBron and not really being able to get to the basket, and he looked like the #washed king. But all that is just an excuse. LeBron is obviously the best player in the league because a freak injury took him down. When he rolled his ankle on Solomon Hill, that wasn't because of age or fatigue. That was a fluke injury that could happen to anyone. When he got hurt, even at his age, he was playing at an MVP level. We saw him win a title 2 seasons ago. How does he get 0 votes? This reminds me of Tom Brady, where we all say every year that he's washed. for no reason other than age until he comes back again and again and again. And so now at this point, people are like, all right, never mind. We're just not even going to test it until he literally falls off. Like, I'm just not even going to say anything. I think that's the point that LeBron is at. He's just not getting his respect. I mean, Brady is famous for having a chip on his shoulder as motivation, even after being on top for 2 decades. Well, LeBron now has the same thing. He saw he got 0 votes, and that is more fuel. I think Kevin Durant is a better one-on-one player than LeBron, but since that's not team basketball, I'm going LeBron over KD. I already mentioned the insane versatility. LeBron can do basically anything you need on the court, but he will be the only player who's top 10 in scoring and assists. He elevates his teammates like no one ever, even at 36. If you want an NBA Finals appearance the last 10 years, you call LeBron James. And that really is the bottom line to all of this, because it doesn't matter how skilled a player is if he can't go all the way. Whatever flaw LeBron does have, it doesn't matter because he's always there at the end. As long as he's healthy, you still have to ride with LeBron over everyone else. Oh, but he's not clutch, somebody's gonna say in the comments. Those people sound like Skip Bayless. They just hate on LeBron and use the 2011 finals against him 10 years later. Have you watched LeBron play basketball since 2012? When LeBron hit the game winner against Golden State in the play-in, it was his 87th game-tying or go-ahead bucket in the final minute. In fact, if we compare LeBron to Kevin Durant in the biggest playoff moments, it looks like this. LeBron beats him at the buzzer in the last 3 seconds, 48 seconds, 1 and 2 minutes. That is insane. Look, I'm not saying that I would rather have LeBron James if it was a one-on-one game, or if we're talking about like for the next 5 years, but for this coming season, the clutch king makes his teammates better, and he can play all 5 positions on offense or defense. That makes him the greatest NBA player alive today. I'm not disrespecting Giannis. Okay, the man got his chip, and it's really great that loyalty won the day. I love that. But I don't think anyone is picking the Bucks to repeat. That finals was 2 teams that no one expects to go back there. Why are these execs refusing to acknowledge that? It does not prove Giannis is the best player alive. I think Nets-Lakers are going to be our NBA Finals, and then LeBron will get to prove all those experts wrong on the court. But there is one thing that LeBron could not do, and that is turn Kyle Kuzma into the 3rd best Laker. Okay, he tried everything and nothing worked. But now Kuzma has been traded to the Wizards, and one thing about that I think will make his potential completely unlocked.